My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Oh my god, I have so much more. Okay, so there's this here. I just noticed that both of them preemptively block me so they can harass Meghan and Peace. So there's the name, Andy and Steph think it's okay to literally fly across the country to harass a family with 2 small children and the safety of their hometown with the purpose to incite hate and make their lives uncomfortable. I wonder how this family will feel if it were them. That's the thing here. You have your family. I mean, I don't know what to say. The mindset of people, the nonsense they do for money, but meanwhile you have innocent children as well. They know part of this nonsense they're growing up or doing. This is sad, very sad. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have, let me move it, I'm gonna have to black that children's face because it's sad. Okay, the thing I don't understand with the guy is that he had a taste of such treatment cancel. Okay, there's me talking about it. That was 21 hours ago. I don't know if his video was true. He was outcast for something, wrongfully accused. So now he was cleared. He's going after Meghan Markle. I'm not going to add to his pain. I'm just gonna scoop over, baggage for God.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Okay, both have been black a while. They are truly vitriolic types. Okay, so Andy Signal has a daughter. How safe is his daughter and his home? The wife needs to protect their kids from him. He is disgusting, man. Okay, how will she feel if somebody was going after her family? She acts like Harry and Meghan are her slaves. Okay, if she is in the UK, then perhaps US Customs needs to stop her from entering. That's the thing I was trying to think, because she's not coming to do good things. She has ill intention. How will she feel if somebody going after her family? She acts like Harry and Meghan are a slave. If she is in the UK, then perhaps US Customs needs to stop her from entering. Not black. Happy to pass on your message. Okay, then you will be black soon. It's obvious the ethic weighing the consequences of one's action and word is no longer taught in school. Jeez, just Godsmack by all this lowbrow and fatal, non-thinking behavior running rampant like a virus. They make the point. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. I'm surprised Andy hasn't blocked me yet. Steph was quick. Right, yeah, she blocked me too after I called her out on her grifting. I wish they get arrested for trying to harass Harry and Meghan. Okay, hope karma deal with these people and they pay for their wickedness, as it will be unfortunate if the wickedness of the parents is charged to the children. That's the thing I'm saying. I don't, you know what? This is for God. That's all I could say. Baggage for God. God will know how to deal with it best. I don't want to project anything. Tell God how to do his job. Okay, for those people without any thinking skill or logical skills to think and say, why projecting hate? And this could, you know, turn into something completely stupid. To all trolls who is planning on stalking Harry and Meghan at their hometown in California will be caught and investigated. All the fingers will be pointed at Kenzie Schofield, who is the mastermind behind the attack at YouTube, an American journalist who is Murdoch's pet. Huh. Okay, I didn't even know this. So my thinking was probably right. My goodness, there's this here. For the stalkers planning to harass the Sussexes and their children, get a life. Under Penal Code 646.9, California law defined the crime of stalking as following: harassing and threatening another person to the point that the person fears for his or her safety. Stalking can be charged as the misdemeanor or felony. A conviction carries a penalty of up to 5 years in jail or prison. That's what they need. Okay, and the thing with the United States, all the laws are on on social media, not social media, or online. You could look it up. You don't, sometimes maybe you do need a lawyer to explain it in simple term for you, but the things are there online for you to read. Why do they think this is the good way to go? Okay, there's this under the penal code. This California law defined. Okay, I just read this. Okay, Kenzie Lee Schofield is an American journalist. She was a contestant on television party monster cable reality show. She parlayed her reality TV fame into television and digital presenting. She has been an entertainment reporter for Radar Online. So they love to go on those shows to get the recognition, and then they go and do stupid things. They're all a baggage for God. Oh my Lord. American reporter Kenzie Schofield is in same league as Meghan Kelly. God didn't create hate. These people thrive on hate on their own term, jumping on YouTube, making money for bash. That the kind of royal fans they are. Sussex Squad support charities and fight misinformation from media. Alright, so there's the same thing again, those things. Okay, it's about the YouTube. There's all of that. Okay, I hear she's a correspondent, so for Radar Online, we need to start reaching out to sponsors to get her terminated. Okay, there's all of this. My Schofield. Okay, who's that? Father is Rep Schofield. Please contact him on Twitter and ask him if he condemns his daughter's unlawful and sick behavior. State Representative of Texas. Huh. Baggage for God. She blacked me too after I called her out. Kenzie is an American journalist. Never seen her on TV here in California. There's all of that. Okay, honey, they are not going anywhere. They know them well that they'll be in trouble if they come close to having Meghan's property. This is a scam. They are just ripping up their stupid followers, and I could care less. Don't get riled up by these idiots. You need to take them serious. Okay, jail beckons. Well said. Isn't them Wooten free to do this? Doing now at the mo. He needs the money allegedly. There's this. There's all of that. Okay, I need to finish up, and I have so much more about the harassment. Let's see, what do I have next? Okay, there's this. The woman in this video with the Hollywood background doesn't live in Hollywood. She is platformed by the UK media to spread misinformation about Harry and Meghan. She photoshopped her face on the engagement picture. The royal family and the UK media empowered this woman. So there's all of this. So this one, I guess, the fourth this quadrant right here. Baggage for God. I think she lives in LA. It looks like she lives on the East Coast. Okay, this man threatened Harry and Meghan, needs to be investigated by the authority. There's that. There's that. Honest trailer creator and Sigma accused of sexual abuse. My goodness. Some people don't know how to live in peace. She thought she had a chance with Harry, how pathetic, but also how dangerous, as she has now moved into the realm of platforming and encouraging Meghan haters to go to Monetcito to harass Harry and Meghan. Alright, so they haven't learned anything. Like one of the comments that I was reading about the January 6th. Look what's happening. Okay, she's pretty obsessed and very envious. The Photoshop tells us the reason she's so hateful. She wished she was in Meghan's place, probably want to have what Meghan possessed, her talent, charisma, skills, and her husband. Pretty obvious and kind of sick, definitely evil. But the thing is that some guys are really looking for a decent human being. So all of these people are projecting their stupid behavior. Meanwhile, they probably could have their own of Harry, okay? Another prince someplace out there. There's a couple Americans who have married royalty. Okay, go watch was it Barron's channel? He mentioned a couple of them. Alright, so if they're showing stupidity, meanwhile there are good, decent guys who's looking for someone decent. But if this is the nonsense they're projecting, they're really pushing the good ones away, and then they're gonna get the garbage. men who will use them and abuse them and then toss them aside. So if this is the nonsense that they spewing out, most guys, decent human beings, they don't want that. So many of them had their own baggage. I'm talking about men in general. They have their own hardship. Look at Harry, for instance. He had his own hardship growing up. He probably wanted a different life, and not probably, he wanted. Now we are seeing it. He wanted something different. Look how long he took before he finds someone decent to marry with and create a family. So these women who's projecting their stupidity out there, they're actually pushing away good, decent human being who probably could have made them whatever, a princess or something. Because there's a lot of royalty who travel to America because they know America has well-minded people. They don't care about those titles and all of that. So they want the person who will love them for who they are. But meanwhile, these people are projecting stupidity, and there's plenty, probably a lot of prince and princesses are walking around looking for decent people who will take them just as a human being. But meanwhile, again, you have all these trash people trashing and hating. Meanwhile, there's tons of guys who would treat them like a princess. Alright? They don't give them a second thought because this is not what they want. Alright, so that's that. Where was I? Okay, that's that. She pretty obsessed and very envious. Photoshop. Okay, so that's that. While she is busy harassing Diana's family, she has the nerve to call her podcast to die for. What? Baggage for God. No matter how hard that the ranger try, she will never look like Princess Meghan. I thought that was an AI photo. She's ugly and her. Okay, so that's that. Let me move on. Like I said, I don't feel comfortable talking about physical appearances. I'm here for the substance. Alright, there's another one. Do you know what Meghan, racist, stalker, and bullies, and the Signal and Adam Wooten, Prince William's men have in common? Both are predators, perverts, and bullies. He's bringing this on himself. He got this out of the way, but yet he find some shape or form to come out and project onto Harry and Meghan. Now people are digging their nonsense. On Australia creator and the Sigma accused of sexual abuse. Unlike what is it? Johnny Depp. Okay, Johnny Depp spent his money. He was accused of doing something he didn't do. Okay, a wife beater and all of that. He put his money where his mouth is and said he didn't do it. And he went to court and cleared his name. And then the one in the UK, you could put an asterisk next to it because he was not really giving a fair trial. They made him go through all of this, but the thing was already fixed. Okay, the outcome was already fixed. But he proved himself. Okay, exclusive. Police investigating Dan Wooten sex scandal and rape complaints. Multiple accusers first reported in 2020. Alright, the sex deviant might want to check with local authorities. They make people like him register when they come to town. Yeah, as sex offender. But I don't... He wasn't, they accuse him of, but he wasn't really found guilty of it. That's the problem. Okay, if he had found guilty of being a sexual predator, then they will have to put him in the registry as a sex offender. So wherever he goes, they will alert people. Sometimes I got those alerts on my phone. There's a sexual predator in the area, Alright, so that will be him. Okay, I hope people, but he, in other words, they didn't find him guilty of what he was accused of. So I don't know if the thing ever went to trial or anything like that, accusing or whatever. It's not the same as being found guilty of doing such. Okay, I hope people are aware this is a pedophile will be visiting. Criminals protecting other criminals. Okay, and the Sigma is Dan Wooten man. Okay, I'm just showing this. I don't truly believe what... Okay, allegedly. Let me just put allegedly to save my butt because I don't know. But he was accused of it. He did report that though on his channel. He did report that. Next tweet. I hope when those clowns arrive in Monetcito, they get the same treatment those white people receive in Montgomery. Enough is enough now. They need to know the real meaning of F1 find out. Alright, so there's that. that was that. So this is something else. Now they're pulling it was a joke card. Joke are meant to be funny. You can't come on here telling people let's raise fund, get a bus so that they can harass two strangers in a different state. That isn't a joke, that's a threat. Yeah, that's it. All right, so let's go to the next one. These are some very good comment here, but there's no follow-up to it. Next one. The ancestors came for Jennifer Aniston. Okay, so that should be with another set of tweet that I have. Okay, so let me move that to that particular tweet. That would be on another one. Jennifer where is it? Jamie Fax, Jennifer, Jamie. All right, so not here. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, there's this here. She boss Princess Meghan. Husband, you ought to love your wife enough to die for her. Well, I do. Do you? Okay, do you live for her? You see, a man willing to die for his wife show it by the way that he lives for his wife. You don't have to die physically to die to your pride, ambition, and ego. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so that was at the UN. Look at her, looking at her butt. Okay, so there's that. The first time I saw it, one of the things that I said is that they must have practiced something in the hotel room for the speech, and then Meghan was sitting there to look at him and to give critics some hints or how you could tweak certain things, how you could change certain things. Because when you look at Harry's speech, he has gotten much better. I don't know if anybody noticed that. The very first thing he got out of the way since he was young is the fear of, you know, standing in front of a crowd to say what's in your mind, to say your speech or whatever. Then the next step is to whatever, to tweak it a little bit, to look more at ease, to be more comfortable, eye contact, and do all of that. All right, so I think this is a couple hints probably Meghan was helping him with. All right, so there's that. That was during, I think, last year polo match. Look at Meghan. That's a perfect squat. Anybody, if you try to squat like this where your feet is planted flat like that on the ground, it's very hard. Majority of people, when they squat like this, they have their tiptoe. So that's pretty good squatting. Meghan's laughing at here. Alright, so that was the when they flew to UK for One Young World, and then after that they were gonna go to Germany, and they did go to Germany, and then the Queen died. Alright, so there's that. While I hope it never comes to that, I have no doubt Harry will give his life for Meghan if necessary. There's that. You don't have to be a love expert to know these two are deeply in love. Okay, his face said it all. There's that. OMG, Harry and Meghan are a treasure and they belong to America. We are blessed. There's that. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Yeah, England had them, but England rejected them. Okay. Next tweet. And I hope the US go back into excellent, where education is to be proud of, to be cherished and whatever, but over the past couple decades it's been in decline. They're removing things. There was a consistent kind of thing. It's almost like what the UK have been doing. Okay, dumb down the population so those evil people could take over and be the one to say, okay, I'll think for you. This is when to say certain thing, when to think, how to think, when to eat and what to eat and all of that. So America needs to fight back and push back to what we were good at, to be for excellence. All right, next tweet. It's honestly amazing how fast the people who have spent the last 6 years attacking the Sussexes want to tap out when they experience 0.005% of what Harry and Meghan have put up with. Interesting that it's all fun and games when it comes to threaten Harry and Meghan and their children, but when the heat is directed at the people who make a living of bullying the Sussexes, all of a sudden people start shaking. All right, so there's that. I'm really amazed how vicious the haters can be. Harry and Meghan are not even in England anymore. Okay, it's a new way they resort to protect social handlers. For me, there's a laugh within a matter of hours. Okay, but somehow Meghan and Harry, Doria, and the babies should be okay with continual harassment for years. No, it's not okay. Okay, they haven't put up with anything other than their narcissistic behavior. What? Which they have yet to take responsibility. What narcissist behavior? Harry and Meghan, move on. They're focusing on their lives. Let me see what this says, and then black. What is that? I'm sorry someone close to you did that to you. You can only credibly say that about someone you know in person. I hope you are coping well and doing better now. Good luck. Okay, so let's go back. Make sure I black the right person. Okay, where is it? They have put up with anything other than narcissistic behavior. Okay, I think it was this. If you have the mindset to say this BS, right? It's all they should go thicker skin, but the second the table are turned, suddenly it's bullying. Nobody should go through this. Okay, exactly. Don't dish it if you can't take it. Okay, they're already grifting off of this while wank continuing to harass. They want someone to do something so they can sue Harry and Meghan. They want someone to sue something. Okay, they want someone to do something so they can sue Harry and Meghan. I don't understand. They want someone to do something. Okay, or the Harry and Meghan related? I don't know. Let me not try to wrap my head around it. Chicken, yep, go figure. All right, next tweet. And I think the thing that he's doing right now, I don't think Johnny Depp will be okay with it, because Johnny Depp went and thanked him for sticking up for him. Okay, next tweet. Multiple voters have said point blank it was Kensington Palace that was leaking, which means William and Kate. At the time they were bragging, now they want to cover it up. Okay, when I worked in newsroom, every anti-Harry and Meghan stories came from Kensington Palace. Okay, 45 seconds.
When actually it's Harry and Meghan's war on the press and the media.
That's
and
true.
as they say at the start of episode 1, they say so many books and shows and stories have been written about us, we wanted to have our own say. And remember, the purpose of the PR office at the royal family is to keep the royals in the press all the time. So you have to remember, when I work in newsrooms, it's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace.
But why haven't...
And if it comes from Kensington Palace,
Right.
why are they briefing against their own grandson?
Well, okay, that's a very... The idea...
Why are there never any
Well, I think that's
stories
fascinating.
about Prince William?
Well,
Jeremy?
William and Kate involved in briefing against them originally, I don't know.
You
That's
know
a good
very
point.
well.
But having a war on the media, I don't know whether that's worth the candle. Lucy and Hampshire.
Yeah, they know very well. Okay, so this was since July 30th. How come it's back on here? Okay, then Mr. Espionage, most of the negativity are coming from the royal family. The royal family are the one who's leaking to the press.
Much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
So what are they saying about Mr. Espionage? Can we smell shit they are spraying? As far as I'm concerned, there is a big doo-doo diarrhea that is about to burst. There's that. Okay, no surprise, William is a bully. He is arrogant, self-absorbed, and extremely entitled. Harry the spare, married Meghan, and William lost his spare. It's alleged that he was upset and decided to humiliate Harry and Meghan via the British press, entitled William feels he can do whatever he likes. Baggage for God, at some point he will feel it. We were aware of this all along, that William was telling his brother for his security, for his throne, and that his dad was in full support. That's why Charles didn't stop the mess as soon as it started. And there you have it. Harry said that's what was happening, and the haters call him a liar. The only two people who speak the truth are the ones who are constantly pulled to pieces, Harry and Meghan, the only two decent royals in the royal family. And as I'm reading this, one of the things that I'm thinking of is like every generation, okay, there's this type of thing that's going on, where let's look at the Bible for instance. I don't know the full every quote of the Bible and all of this. When you look at in terms of the story of Jesus, okay, look what they did to him. They crucified him. Meanwhile, he was doing good things for the people. Okay, so that's one aspect. Now in our time, okay, let's look at my mother's generation. You have Princess Diana, who was doing good things. What did they do? They crucify her. She's no longer with us anymore. Now it's our time. You have Harry and Meghan, who's doing good thing, but yet people in our time are crucifying them. So what will the next generation, when they look back at us, okay, to say, look at Harry and Meghan doing good things, what did we do to stop the nonsense that was happening? This is where many of us need to take a step and say enough is enough. We see Harry and Meghan minding their business, trying to do good things in society, but yet those evil people wants to put them down. Okay, baggage for God. Jeremy Vine is another vile journalist who wants to keep control of them, bullying individuals. He's absolutely disgusting. Okay, and now the palace is covering for Dan Wootton. So that was around the time when the Dan Wootton story came. So the squad were putting this out. Okay, it's definitely more from Kate. That woman is very bitter creature alongside her scheming mother. William, the Lily level, is always willing to lend a helping hand and the planned downfall of his only sibling. A very sad palace, I tell you. We know they were the haters, evil individual. If you look at my video, it has been done before. Way before anybody suspect it was them. I knew it was them. Right, and this is why I say Harry should never put his guard down around them, because they will pretend they okay, they change, they all of that. No, they will never change. Okay, come on, Mary. Now there's important things going on, clown. Okay, so what's going on with this? Okay, policymogul.com, legislation. Okay, there is a bill working its way through the British House of Commons to give King Charles the power to remove royal titles, with the exception of Prince. It has second reading in November. If passed, it goes to the House of Lords to be voted on. If approved, it then goes to King Charles for his signature. He must sign it or it can create a constitutional crisis. It looks like both Harry and Meghan will be losing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex title, finger crossed. As far as I'm concerned, they could go ahead. Then we will call Princess Meghan. Okay? Princess Meghan. Okay, fine. Go for it. Okay, so there's this. Don't get your hopes up. Removal of title bills, private members bill, presentation bill. What is that? Removal of title bill. The next stage for this bill, second reading, is scheduled to take place on Friday, 24 November 2023. The House is currently not expected to sit on this day, and the bill is therefore not expected to be taken. Okay. What's that saying? C'est la vie. Besides too many other important things going on. Whatever. They could go ahead and do it. And then when people start calling Princess Meghan and all of that, and then their mind is gonna explode for another thing. As far as I'm concerned, thank God, Harry and Meghan don't care about that. And this is why another reason why Harry choose Meghan, because Meghan don't care about all of that. Okay, I just found out today that this is a woman. All this time I thought it was a mark. Okay, the royal family has much bigger problem than taking Harry and Meghan's title at the moment. You know, if they go ahead with this, then the next thing is, one by one, you're gonna see the domino effect. This is what I'm saying. I hope they do that. Go ahead, because Harry and Meghan are free from their nonsense. Alright, the royal family has much bigger problem than taking Harry and Meghan's title away. Why King Charles is increasing his pay from 86 million to 125 million. That's for the UK. I don't know what to say about that. Monarchy costs Britain £345 million a year, enough to pay for 13,000 nurses. Right? That's UK problem. Okay, not my king. Abolish the monarchy. Okay, only the tourists are cheering. Okay, effing the king, feed the hungry. Alright, these are baggage for God, and these are I like this. Look at the people on there, the reflection in the glass. That's his problem. Yeah, finger crossed, then she'll officially go by her princess title. These people are so damn dumb, they don't think. Princess Meghan era is coming soon. There's the thing. That's what I love about the squad. We really don't care about any of these titles, princess, duke, and duchess, and we don't care. But the squad love to push the button on these people who feel like, because they can't leave the couple alone. Okay, Princess Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is already here and shall remain. They're crying about it. She's assuming it will get through the Lords. I'm betting it won't. Okay, if passed, it definitely, it's just gonna create, it's just gonna open the door for other thing about the monarchy. That's all I see here. Yes, they could remove Harry and Meghan's title. As far as I'm concerned, I really don't care, okay, if this is what they want. But the next step would be, you better do this, you better do that, then the ripple effect of everything else. Okay, she's assuming it will get through the Lord. I'm betting it won't. If passed, it definitely that they won't be returning to the Viper's Nest. I trust that means the pedophile will also lose his title, 3 non-working members, if he stripped the Sussex's title and lives Andrew with his confirmed that Harry and Meghan were and have always been Charles' target. Okay, let's see, there's one comment, let's read that. Charles won't because he and Camilla could suffer the same consequences too, not my king. Yep, that's the thing. I'm hoping it goes too. Okay, oh poor Mary, she tries like they all do. Alright, no problem, there's the thumbs up. From this day forward, I shall only use Prince and Princess Harry and Meghan. The tampon king keeps digging himself deeper and a no-win situation. The world will not be so forgiving. Okay? He should remember how we saw them during and after his divorce. So if the bill passes, Charles could remove the Duke and Duchess of Sussex title, but Harry will still be Prince Harry. Quite vindictive if Charles does this. Alright, Mary is American but has been obsessed by Prince Harry's family having title for years. I hope she will recover from a disappointment that they are keeping them. Alright, so there's that. Charles absolutely is against it being so easy to take away titles, because if Harry and Meghan can be taken away so easily, so can the rest of theirs. I highly doubt it will create a constitutional crisis. Laughing my ass off if it does. Okay, so Harry and Meghan lose something they were willing to give up. I forgot about that. That's true. Okay, will that stop the hate for Harry and Meghan? Will that make the world popular? They took away the house the real queen gave them, the title the real queen gave them. Seems it's the real queen they are after. That one is their business. It doesn't stop me from calling her Princess Meghan. Seriously, I really don't think they care. Title does not define a person, but a person who knows how to cater to the needs of the people, that person becomes a title. So take your thought and you know what to do with it. Alright, there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. I have 2 more after this. Oh my god, it's 2:41. Next tweet. A royal reporter said Meghan was ditched by Netflix, so how is it that they want her back for revival? Why is Netflix streaming her show? Alright, the producer of Suit wants Meghan Markle back for a revival. The show just broke a streaming record thanks to Netflix. Okay, August 2nd. So that's all last week. I'm confused. I thought she said she won't go back to acting. Well, these are people who's talking. This is not Meghan who's talking. They're saying here, the producer of Suit. This didn't say Meghan wants to. The producer, okay, of Suit wants Meghan Markle back for revival. Did Meghan say yes? We don't know. Okay, I'm confused. There's nothing to be confused of. Meghan didn't say it. Okay, let's see. There's one comment here. Why are you confused? The headline said what the producers want, not what Meghan. Thank you. Not what Meghan will do. Thank you. Oh my God, comprehension. Okay, Netflix is petty AF. They are sticking it to the royal family every chance they get. They're counting cash and not F. Okay, there's that. Calculating the, was it the clicks? I don't give. Alright. I hope big wave flows into the UK and wash all those tabloid and media clowns. Antarctica. The royal reporters are liars. Make it make sense. Alright, so there's that. There's that. There are people who's willing to fight. Alright, and there are people who's willing to give up so easily. So there's that. Just look at what's happening to Trump. How many people who were willing to give up their freedom? And what we're having here is people are fighting back. Prince Harry's and Victor's game, Canada, yes please. Commonwealth Games, Canada, no thanks. There's a laugh. We love you, Harry. Okay, it's not because of Harry. It's for the veterans who are the important ones. Okay, let Britain host them. It's their Commonwealth. That's right. If UK wants the Commonwealth thing, they should host it. Meanwhile, they're passing the bills on to all the other people. I mean, they are smart. They are smart, and meanwhile they get all the glory. That's the way that I see that Commonwealth game is. I never knew there was a Commonwealth game until recently they're talking about it. So they letting all the other places spend the money, meanwhile they're getting the glory. Sheesh, my goodness. Why exactly? I'm sure the king has funds. He just got a pay raise. There's that. You damn right. You can have him and Meghan Markle. Good riddance. Okay, I'm sure they lose sleep over your comment. Right? Canada will always welcome Harry's and Victor's game and its athlete. Commonwealth is done. Okay, Canada can't afford it. Okay, neither can Victoria, Australia. We reject them as well. Very telling. Not my king. Loyalty. Such a clear message to the royal family. That's right. Okay, let's go to this is my last one. There's a possibility I might turn this into part 1 and part 2 next week. Okay, the clip, so this is US politics. Okay, the clip is brutal. Seems like it was a bipartisan effort with everyone yelling retire during this speech. Okay, okay, so they turn it into an article, but let's listen to that. Mitch McConnell was greeted with a chorus of boos and jeers at his appearance this weekend before Kentucky's annual Fancy Farm picnic. The aging Senate Minority Leader, who has suffered a series of health scares over the past couple of years, has drawn... Okay, it's showing on the side. Why is that? Okay. My video had stopped working. I do not know where. It could be within while the video was messing up. I don't know. I'm hoping not. I didn't view the thing. So in other words, I stopped looking into this. There was a video that sort of popped up out of nowhere, and I just realized while I was doing a prayer and the thing was not recording. So this is the prayer that I put. Okay, prayer for God to take control of a situation. All right. Dear God, I come before you seeking your intervention in a situation that is beyond our control. I know that you are a God who hears and answers prayers, and I trust in your infinite powers and wisdom. I ask that you will intervene in this situation and bring about the swift and just resolution. Okay, so whatever those idiots are planning on doing to go to Monetcito and that's for you, God. That's for you to take control of. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And that is it. Now I need to check where the video had stopped recording because I've said a couple things, and I hope it's sort of stopped recording when that video popped up on my screen, because besides that, I've said a lot. All right, so that's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.